Hi, welcome back, parents, to the Ages and Stages video series. I'm Dr. Audrey Robinson, the play therapist for Mesquite ISD, representing Best Care Anywhere, our MISD counseling services. One of my areas of expertise is child development, knowing what to expect from each age and stage.
I'm Lindsay Paris, Community Liaison for Mesquite ISD, representing Read Play Talk. My job focuses on helping families to maximize the benefits of reading, playing, and talking with their children every day. We want to help parents know what to expect at each different stage of development and how to support your child. We'll be examining each age and stage from birth through age 12. It is common at all stages of development for children to move from times of being agreeable and confident to more explosive and self-absorbed times. We're going to continue this series with 4 to 5-year-olds, which is the last year of the time called early childhood. 4-year-olds greet their wilds with a sense of adventure and energy and are very talkative and curious. By 4.5, some of the outgoing nature decreases and kids may start showing more anxiety or fear.
In our last video about pre-K age, we talked about supporting our kids as they are figuring out their world and growing rapidly. The rapid period of growth that 3-year-olds were getting ready for has arrived. Their brain is growing so fast and working so hard, it uses about 30% of the body's energy. They are beginning to use parts of their brain that allow them to start to use logic, cause and effect, and put their feelings into words. You will probably hear the word why more times than you can count. This is because 4-year-olds are trying to categorize and make sense of their world. During this process of growth and pruning, getting rid of connections that aren't used, lead to better coordination, perception, attention, memory, language, logical thinking skills, and imagination. With their memory beginning to hold more concrete, long-term memories, it's a good time to teach full names, addresses, and phone numbers. They still struggle knowing fact from fiction and have rigid or illogical thinking. It is totally normal for 4s to tell fantastical lies. They do this to escape the reality as a form of play because they have active imaginations and have developed very few ways to handle unpleasant feelings or experiences. Keep modeling appropriate behavior and your 4 will grow out of it. By 4.5, they are beginning to tell the difference between fantasy and reality. In addition to brain development, 4-year-olds are physically active, tiring less, and recovering more quickly than adults, which is no surprise to any parents of kids this age. While energy is high, physical growth is slower, only growing 3 to 4 inches, and kids of this age need lots of room to move. They are able to learn new skills, and this is a great time to try out things like sports, dance, painting, swim lessons, and more. 4s still have a short attention span, so you might notice cartwheels or butterfly chasing at t-ball games. Kids of this age are great observers, but not great interpreters. They notice many differences between themselves and others. They may ask many questions, even ones embarrassing to adults or embarrassing in social situation. 4s are not good at taking others' perspectives, so they benefit from calm explanations. Many questions, and even pretend play, are innocent. If you're concerned or would like more information or help responding to your child around this topic, there are resources in the information section, and my contact information is at the end of this video. Let's talk about social and emotional development. 4s are still learning about themselves and have some of the language they need to express feelings. They often get overwhelmed by big feelings or holding feelings in all day while at daycare at school and may display temper tantrums. There are many differences between kids. Some are more easily overwhelmed while others are more strong-willed. Different kids need different things to grow, regulate, and feel safe. Truly knowing your child will help you to meet his or her individual needs. By 4.5, many kids develop several and intense fears, including nightmares. When kids become overwhelmed, whether by reality or fantasy, they may need an adult's help to regulate. Reassure your child with your presence instead of reasoning when he or she is afraid. Dysregulated adults can't help dysregulated kids, so even when you are feeling overwhelmed and angry, speaking and acting in calm ways will help your 4-year-old regulate. Modeling the ability to remain calm amidst big feelings and many situations will help your child to develop internal control and an internal dialogue to help themselves make choices. The way we speak to our children becomes their inner voice. 4-year-olds are also expanding their social world. They love to play together instead of alone and play with both boys and girls. It's common for kids to argue over toys because they see objects as an extension of themselves. They are beginning to practice their independence, even through aggressive or tattling behaviors. They are realizing they have more control over their worlds and want to practice that control, though they aren't great at knowing when and how. While conflict with friends is common, this does not ruin a friendship for 4-year-olds. You may hear your 4 talk about being best friends one day and not the next. This is common as they navigate their wants and needs and other kids' wants and needs. Kids may even become jealous of siblings or of parents spending time together. In relationships, they want to please others and seek reassurance. An important note for parents is to focus on effort instead of praising the product. That means instead of saying, "That picture is so pretty," or "Good girl, you shared," you can say something like, "You worked so hard on that picture. Look at all those colors." Or, "I can see how proud you are. You worked hard to share with a friend. That wasn't easy and you did it."
In this stage of a child's life, you can help their development in a few key ways. Read. 4s love being read to and may have many questions. It's important not to force reading or writing. Make it something special and enjoyable. Read books together as a family often, and when possible, allow your child to choose the book that centers around his or her favorite topic. This is also a great time to develop your child's comprehension skills. Read a story together, then have your child retell the story to you. You can even ask specific questions about certain characters or events within the story. Play. 4s learn best by doing. Play, even unstructured play, is learning for children. They need to explore, love dressing up and pretend play, and need hands-on play like puzzles, sand, and paint. They can even use scissors. 4s bounce quickly from one thing to another. While 4s often enjoy playing with siblings or other children, they will also really enjoy special playtime with you as their caregiver. One-on-one play with parents doing something you and your child both enjoy is important for your child. You can even use playtime to develop different social skills within your child. Having your child pretend to be a chef, store manager, teacher, or babysitter all provide great opportunities to teach your child how these different roles react to and interact with others. Talk. 4s can talk in complete sentences, count 3 to 6 objects, and often enjoy singing and rhyming. The best way to increase the amount of conversation in your home is to include your child in what you are doing. For instance, if you are preparing a meal at home, invite your child into the kitchen with you. You can talk with them about the different ingredients and tools that you are using, or about important safety rules while they are in the kitchen. Giving your child a job is another way to include them in what you are doing. By allowing your child to stir ingredients or set the table, they will feel proud that they contributed to your mealtime. By including your child into your normal routines, you'll be able to introduce them to new vocabulary words and give them different life experiences that will better prepare them for school and beyond.
Children go through similar predictable stages, but how fast or slow a child goes through the stages varies. If you have concerns or questions about your child's development, you can consult with your pediatrician, reach out to your neighborhood school, or early childhood intervention for Dallas County.